what's happening? We here at Sane Afrikan TV right now. We at Lake Merritt with the CigNaGa, the CigNaGa, the CigNaGa. What's happening, brother? How you doing today?
Right, pretty good, man. It's good to be out here in Oakland, you know what I mean? Just get out of Merced, getting out of that small town, come see the life out here, how people live. It's just good to be out of the house, man.
So, we here. I wanted to ask you a few little questions and see if we can just get something popping today. Get your take on everything. We out here right now at Lake Merritt, and the coronavirus is happening and everything. I see you got your mask on, brother. Everybody is masked out today, as you see. We have our masks on. Put your mask on, brother. So, what is your views? What are your thoughts on this coronavirus going on right now?
My thoughts is like, man, maybe this whole one world government thing was not a fluke. We read about it before. Behold a Pale Horse. If everybody got a chance to read that book by William Cooper, that was just one of them. Another one was unregistered warfare. That was Chinese warfare in America.
Okay.
So like, yeah, these books been out here for a minute. And when I'm thinking about it, it's just hopefully everything will go back to the same. That's what we all do. We all hope that it dies down, and then we get back on track and get back with our normal lives. But we also got to prepare when that's not the case. It could be an apocalyptic setting.
Definitely. So do you think black people can catch coronavirus?
Of course, man.
Okay. So we're not immune because of our melanin, right?
No, of course not. That's not even scientifically possible. So.
Okay, I just wanted to ask, because some people have been saying that, black people can't catch coronavirus, and I know some of the reports, people have been dying. Yeah. We want to make sure that we get that out, that we can't catch it. What would you suggest to our people right now during this time? What should they do? What would be best?
The best thing to do is stay your ass in the house, of course. But, if you are trying to change your lifestyle and your eating habits and stuff, something that I got to do as well. Get on it, man. Get on the moringas. Get on the sea moss. Get on the fruit, man. Maybe cut back on the meat. Don't eat it every day. You know what I'm saying? Maybe work your way to veganism or something like that. Or if not, you still feel like eating meat, can't knock you. Just try to stay healthy.
Respect.
You know what I'm saying? That's the best way you can probably combat this shit.
I dig that. Respect on that. All right. Yeah, and I think we should be wary of the corona. We don't know what it is, but we'll see what happens.
People out here still, walking around not even knowing how this shit's possible. We wear masks and gloves, they don't even know it's dangerous, not even knowing the cause.
Right.
It's dangerous out here.
So even if we're not for sure what it is, let's just make sure we don't catch it.
Exactly.
I agree. All right, I'm repping that La Leezy right there, LA. What's that? What's LA? Ain't that where you from?
Yes, sir, man. LA. Long Beach, and then Downey for the other half.
Okay, D-Town, the Downey. So Downey, is that what influenced you on your music a bit?
Well, yeah. As far as I've always been the kind of man who knows how to make something from nothing. I knew Downey was not really known for hip hop, so I love to rap it and see how people reacted to it. They really gravitated to it. Now, it's nothing that's fake. I'm not trying to be nothing I don't want to be, or trying to put on the front. Everything is really authentic.
I dig that authenticity. It's big in the hip hop world. So,
exactly.
How long you been doing rap music, hip hop? My bad.
I always go by. The first verse I wrote was 13 years old in middle school.
Okay. You still remember that verse?
Oh, of course not.
Of course not.
It's a long gone.
Okay. Some people do remember their first verse, and they sometimes spit it. That's why I asked, but It's all good. So, who would say influenced you to pick up the pen, or even pick up the producing? Because I know you produce as well.
The rap part, man, it was crazy. It was, high school, everybody, some of the dudes had karaoke machines. That was the first studio for us.
Okay, you're rapping off the karaoke machines. It's like the brothers in the 80s that was rapping off the stereo and rapping off the beat machine and shit like that. Okay, just taking it back to the rec room.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So, it was a nice little feel having the cassette tapes. We used to freestyle a lot, and that got me hooked. It was freestyling.
Word.
Having those flowing sessions, having everybody in the circles rapping.
Okay.
I fell in love with it, man. As far as the producing, I was on the phone with the homie one time, and he just had a PlayStation going on. There was the MTV Music Generator, a 24-channel beat machine, pretty much on the PlayStation 1. People was making sick beats at that time, so that influenced me. That was the origin of my producing.
So when you say when was the year you made your first beat?
It had to be 17, so this is probably like 1997.
Oh wow, okay. Season.
My fault. I had to put a few years to it, so I'll say by 99.
99, okay.
99, 2000.
Season. So you was building your skills coming into the new millennium.
Yeah.
I dig it. Let's give us your top 3 producers and your top 3 artists, any genre that just influenced you to do music. Period. Not just hip hop.
Oh, not just hip hop. It's crazy because hip hop's hard to think about right now.
Well, I mean, let's go hip hop then.
But I definitely have to say DJ Quick.
Okay.
And more now, it's like Apollo Brown and Knife Wonder.
Nice, nice. Okay, that's production. What about artists?
Artist-wise, definitely Elzai from Detroit.
Okay.
And let me see, who else? Exhibit. That was one of my main influences. People always said I sound like Exhibit. And thirdly, let's see. Right off the top, I can't think of the third one right now. I could throw a name out there. Okay, cool. Talib Kweli.
Talib Kweli, okay. Hey, I dig that.
His wordplay.
All right, well, I like Talib Kweli, and that's kind of what we do here at Sane Afrikan. We kind of build off some of, the content that Talib Kweli speaks on. So about your content, what would you say your lyrical content in the music you put out? What does it contain? What is it about?
It's just, growing up on the West Coast in LA, I couldn't fake the front. I couldn't fake the funk. I wanted the game back then, so I couldn't put out that kind of music. But I used to always love that West Coast sound.
Okay.
That staple that Zapp and Roger created, and also that like Dash Dillinger and Warren G end up accumulating and stuff like that. It's crazy. I grew up on Death Row, but then later on when I started expanding out, a lot of the East Coast was giving me more of the lyricism vibe. I remember I heard freestyle battles like from Supernatural, and it was just blowing my mind that somebody can do what he do by freestyling that way. And he brought the knowledge. What messed me up really was like a moral technique.
Okay.
That screwed my head up. And that content with just being political and having those views that goes against the grain, the stuff that society gets mad at.
Stuff like what? What things you would say society gets mad at?
They hate rebellion. They hate leftists. They hate the left view. The people want to uprise and then tell the truth about themselves. They don't like the mirror being pointed at them, or they don't care about the mirror being pointed at them, but they just want you to suffer in silence and not stand up for yourself and take your defeat with grace. Like, nah, there's a lot of issues been going on. They need to be spoken upon. And I guess in a powerful way, that's where the hip hop comes in, because people listen.
Right. I think hip hop is it's a great tool for our people. Sometimes it gets a bad rap, and people feel that certain genres of certain subgenres, let me correct myself, of hip hop, they do promote negative stereotypes. However, there's always a balance. Like the term of gangster rap, gangster rap was put upon West Coast music. It was actually coined reality rap, because they was rapping about the reality of the streets and the issues with the police and how crack was being sold and we couldn't get jobs. So this is why brothers resorted to crack or gangbanging, because they couldn't get that family atmosphere at home. Yeah, I think hip hop it can speak in many ways. And it's a good thing that we have brothers out here like yourself putting the knowledge in the music and then putting out thought-provoking content that our people can think on. What would you say is the goal of your music? What is the goal of your music?
And that's a good question, because sometimes I still question myself on that. I don't really know the end all the be all, but my goal is just to pretty much just cater to the people who want to listen, who wants to think, who wants to think critically, and question the status quo, and not just be so accepting of what they've been fed. Pretty much just waking people the hell up.
Okay, what are you waking them up to, if I may ask?
I guess a harsh truth.
Harsh truth.
They have to be slapped in the face with something.
Okay.
It's not easy to hear, but it's what's going on. Reality is cut. It's unfiltered. It's truth.
Got you.
I really like to hit them with that strongness, and just because I get a lot of older people who don't even like rap. They like my music, so it's something that's it's fitting in them, that's hitting them, that's making them even question themselves.
Thought provoking. Okay, so now I'm glad we getting into that, and I wanted to just delve into got a few questions for you myself. So I know you identify as a Pan-African, correct?
Correct.
Okay, that's good to know. What do you think of the state of our Africans globally, worldwide right now, or us in America?
Yeah, sadly, it's kind of poor. It's real poor. But I've always felt like, man, the only way we're gonna be able to win is if we just unify. That's always easier said than done. It still doesn't stop me from trying. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I'm gonna love my brothers and sisters regardless of, even though there's a difference between foundation of Black Americans and everybody else who's overseas from their indigenous countries. We still need to identify as Black at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the most important thing. As long as people are still divided, it's a wrap at this point.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. And I heard you say foundational Black American. Can you tell me what a foundational Black American is, just for the people out there?
Well, foundational Black American is a Black man, Black woman that's been born in this country. That's been having a unique experience with this country for the past 400 or 500 years. People who've been in every single American war. People who fight for us and people who fight for everybody else. For them to come in this country as well. So yeah, foundation of Black America is a sacrifice to God.
Got you, understood. I think that makes sense to me, as it's kind of just saying like I'm American African, or I'm just African person that's born in America, same as a person from Jamaica, same as a person as a Haitian or a Ethiopian or a South African.
Right.
So I think that makes sense. Sometimes I feel when we use those terms, people get it twisted, that we're trying to separate, but however there already is a separation there, nationally and ethnically, by culture. However, as long as we can still identify as one Black, as you said, we should be fine.
Yeah.
So I agree with you.
We have to, because everybody else, they claim theirs. There's nothing wrong with that. It shouldn't be a problem that we claim ours too.
I agree that we can't ask anybody else to, give away their nationality or give away their culture, and I don't think anybody should ask us. We should be able to come together with all these different cultures and ethnicities under the Black African banner, and we should be able to thrive. I agree with that.
So everybody can do it, man. Everybody can get together. They want to. They get together with everybody else. Everybody loves the melting pot.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the problem with having that quote unquote melting pot with each other? Because they're just different cultures and different regions of the world. We can all come together under different circumstances. Man.
Understood.
Black people got some of the most unique experience in the world.
So, what do you think will be one key tool that us Black people we can utilize to get power or to get forward one step? What is one thing that we could say, or one thing that you're doing? I will ask first, and then the next, what is it that we all can utilize just in our everyday lives that will help us get one step closer to a solution or to where we need to be?
I've always felt like it needs like a massive think tank. Like we need like a massive think tank. Go ahead and get over these old issues that we already have, and we need to move forward from those issues to get to where we need to go. We still talking about a lot of slavery. Yeah, we know that. You know what I'm saying? We know we haven't been briefed after Jim Crow and after slavery, and we didn't get our minds right after that like we should have, because we were just released like wild dogs into the wild with all the trauma that's happened.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, but what do we do from there? So I try to at least invest in Black businesses and put my money in people's pockets. Try to give the knowledge as well. You know what I'm saying? What I can do. I know I got the dollar. I got the power of the dollar.
Mm. So supporting Black businesses and spreading that knowledge through the music is what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, I hear that. And
because I can put more action, even though I'm not I might not be able to lead, but I can definitely put in action. I can definitely feel like I can do my part. As long as that, and that's what is important. As long as you can just do your part,
Right.
That's progress in itself.
And we gotta lead ourselves before anything too. You know, we gotta lead ourselves before we can lead anybody. I think that's one of the issues, you know, out in that community, people call it conscious community, or just anywhere, the online community, that everybody wants to be a leader of somebody, but however, we can't lead ourselves first. And I'm a person of, you know, if we lead ourselves and we're reading all the books that we say we're reading and we're watching all the same lectures, we all should be ended up at the same place.
Exactly.
Just a thought. Just a thought.
At least that's what I thought we was going to be when we all watched the same stuff and got the same lectures, the same scholars. I thought that was going to lead somewhere. And then a lot of things fell off. This wasn't. Nobody's on the same page.
All we
Gets
do,
in the way, and it's like that.
all we do is keep pushing forward to Africa. Okay, wonderful. I would say one last question I will want to ask so we can wrap is Sane African. What does that mean to you?
Sane African. To me, it basically means like a sane African, like living the words itself. Somebody who's not confused about who they are. I know where they come from. I know who the enemy is. And you're not out here speaking a whole bunch of nonsense. A sane African is definitely somebody who can move things forward. They know what direction we're going to take. So it's like you have to get rid of a lot of the ideologies that you think you should have, as far as like my apologies. That's a good question.
Keep going, brother.
Yeah. So Sane African, you got to be ready for anything. You got to be ready to travel. Got to be ready to connect with other people. You know, try to establish your own foundation. Establish something with other people, especially overseas. I believe that's what the Sane African is. Somebody who really knows how to make progress through their actions, instead of just out here just preaching.
I dig that. Great answer, sir. Great answer, sir. And we're gonna close out with that. Lastly, signature. Where can the people find you at? Give us your Instagram, your Facebook, your Twitter if you're still on that, your SoundCloud. Where can they get the music? First off, where can we get your music at? Where can we find Signature's music at? Let us know.
Oh, you can definitely find me on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify. Find me on SoundCloud. It's CigNaGa, CigNaGa, and you'll find me on Bandcamp.com as well. And what else? Amazon Music and Google Play and YouTube. Well,
And if somebody needed one song from you that describes Signature that they can find on these places, let us know. What's the one song they should listen to? That'd be like, oh, okay, Signature's dope.
yeah, Peace to All Mankind. That's track 3 on my album for Fledge. Peace to All Mankind. You can definitely tell who I am in character and how my mind is, and how I express it. It's very expressive on all my views on the world and how we should move together. But during those times, I know I was speaking more in general terms as everybody fighting against the system. But
We know.
in undertone, I'm black. You know what I mean?
We know, sir. Thank you. Peace to All Mankind on Full Fledge.
Yes, sir.
You can find that. Where can we find you at online? Anybody say want to hit you up for collab or production? You said Signature. What's your Instagram?
Instagram is CigNaGa, CigNaGa, and my R 6 True Mental, CigStrumental, 6 True Mental.
Got it. Lastly, any last words?
A lot of times, when the times that we're in right now with this whole coronavirus, I know the New World Order just kicked in, but I still have this underlying faith that black folks will overcome, and we will survive, and we will outlast this beast. You know what I mean? None of this here to stay forever. Everything else is going to die out. So I feel strongly about that. I'm gonna push that.
Word. Thank you for that. And this has been another Sane African production. We here with the Signature, CigNaGa. Check us out. Mental Rich Entertainment, Sane African. You know what we doing. Peace.